The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
This video was made with the help of AI. To start this tutorial, you'll need to have an Azure subscription. First thing we'll do is create a new speech service resource in Azure. You'll want to specify an existing resource group or create a new one. Choose a region that is near other resources that you may be using with your application, like blob storage, app services, or Cosmos DB. Choose your pricing tier, either free or standard. You can have one free tier per region. Next, create a new project in Visual Studio 2022. Once you have your project, in this case a new console app, add the NuGet Packages for Microsoft Cognitive Services Speech. Once your NuGet packages are loaded, add using statements on your main class. Using Microsoft.CognitiveServices.Speech and CognitiveServices.Speech.Audio. The audio namespace will be used for creating WAV file outputs. Next, we'll add a new SpeechConfig object. The from subscription method takes a key and a region as inputs. You'll get these from your Azure Speech Service resource. Look under Resource Management, Keys and Endpoint. In a production system, you'll want to store this key in a secure manner. The SpeechConfig object defines the client connection and input and output settings for speech operations. These include text-to-speech and speech-to-text. Next, set the language for your speech output. The speech synthesis language setting takes a text value in the locale language-country format. There are currently over 140 variations of language plus country available for Azure Speech Services. The default is English US. You should pick a language variant that matches your text and character. For example, given Spanish language text for a South American speaker, you could choose ES-CO for a Colombian Spanish speaker. You can see a list of all of the available language variants on the Microsoft site. See the link in the description below. Just like the output language, the output voice has the locale language-country format plus the name of the voice. Each language variant has at least a male and a female voice. Some have more than one. Each language variant includes a default voice, so you aren't required to set the voice setting. There are over 400 voices to choose from. You can see a list of all of the available language variants on the Microsoft site. See the link in the description below. Next, load up the text that you want to output. The text should be written in the language that you've chosen in your config. Non-Latin languages are supported. This text can be ASCII or Unicode. In this example, we'll load the text from a file. Now we'll create a speech synthesizer client using the SpeechConfig that we set up earlier. The speech synthesizer service connects to the Azure Speech service to handle the conversion. The speech synthesizer service will return the audio stream to the current output device. In this case, it's the computer's speaker. Remember to wrap your service so that it's disposed of properly. The SpeakText-Async method sends the text to the Azure Speech service for conversion. Once the operation completes, the audio stream is returned and the synthesizer sends the audio to the current output device. You can see the result of the conversion using the result object that's returned from the SpeakText-Async method. This includes any errors in the conversion process. For the next conversion, we'll capture the returning audio stream and save it to a WAV file. We'll use the AudioConfig class to target a WAV file output on the local machine. The FromWAV file output method will create a new file or overwrite an existing file. The WAV file will use the audio properties coming from the speech synthesizer, so there's no further configuration. Remember to wrap your service so it's disposed of properly. Now we'll create another speech synthesizer service. The new speech synthesizer service is using the existing SpeechConfig and the new audio config. The AudioConfig class defines both input and output channels for the speech services provided by the SDK. Call the SpeakText-Async method to send the text for conversion as before. Once the operation is complete, the audio stream will be sent to the WAV file output. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more tutorials on Azure technologies.